Get the drone down now.
Why?
Because you're flying over private property. This officer's going to take your
I
details.
was just having a look at your marked cars and stuff. That's all it was.
Yeah, but there's
People
private
interested.
cars there as well. So get the drone down now. He's going to take your details and run you through, all right? You can't be flying it over police property.
Why?
Because it's private
I
property.
do it all the time, mate. It's fine.
No, it's not fine. He's going to get your details. Get the drone down now.
To be fair, I'd finished anyway. I'll take the drone down because I don't want to be keeping it in the air while I'm talking to you.
No, we'll
Right,
get it down
but
now.
It's fine over police property. It's fine.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, because there's private cars in there.
Yeah, not after
All right.
that. Not interested. I'm interested in the vans.
I don't care what you're interested in.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I don't care what your concern is, mate, but I'm trying to allay your concern.
If you're concerned about me, and I don't care if you're recording, I'm Sergeant 4616 Roberts.
Thank you very much.
All right.
I'm going to land the drone.
Land the drone.
And we'll talk.
They'll take
All right.
your details. All right.
Won't be taking no details, buddy.
Hey.
Won't be taking
They
no
will be
details.
taking your details, or
Will
they'll
they?
be taking.
Right from the start, everything goes sideways. The sergeant storms out, barking orders about private property and demanding the drone be grounded. But let's set the record straight. While the police station itself may be private, the airspace above it belongs to the Civil Aviation Authority, not the local police. As long as the drone is operating within CAA regulations, no offense is being committed. The sergeant's threat that the operator must hand over personal details or risk having the drone seized is completely baseless. UK law is clear. Officers cannot confiscate property or demand identification without genuine, evidence-based suspicion of a real crime. Issuing commands and threats without any legal foundation isn't policing. It's intimidation, plain and simple.
Really.
So, they're only entitled to details if I've been suspected of committed an offence.
Which you have. We don't know who you are, okay?
That's not an offence, buddy.
This is a CT, it's a counter-terrorist site, all right?
Is it?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Well, you do now.
I didn't know that.
All right?
So I make...
So that's because the security's there, and all private cars and covert cars are parked out the back.
I don't like your approach,
Okay.
but I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm doing a video on the police vehicles today.
Right.
Didn't know that was the type of site it is.
Okay, but we need to get your details,
But I
because
don't
we
give
don't
details.
know who you are.
I'm going to land that. I'll come over, all right?
Right, if we don't take your details, we're going to seize your drone. Simple as that.
And then I'll be civil claiming against you because
can
I have
civil
not.
claim all you like,
I have not
but you're
committed an
flying it
offence.
over police property.
That's not an offence, buddy.
Where there's code.
Let me land it.
It's
We'll talk.
a CT site. Land the thing now.
I do this a lot.
I've never seen anything like this in my life, mate. For you to tell me that it's okay to fly over private property, a police site which is a
It
counter-terrorist
is.
site.
Okay, I didn't know that bit.
Custody.
The sergeant then tries a new angle, claiming he's never dealt with anything like this before and throwing out the term counterterrorism site as justification. Let's be clear, Burton Police Station is not officially designated as a protected location under the Official Secrets Act or any counterterrorism legislation. Simply calling it a counterterrorism site doesn't magically grant officers extra powers, nor does it restrict legally operated drone flights that follow CAA regulations. This situation has nothing to do with terrorism and everything to do with a sergeant who doesn't understand drone law or the proper limits of counterterrorism powers. Using the word terrorism as a vague scare tactic to intimidate someone lawfully filming in public airspace isn't just misleading. It's reckless and exactly the kind of policing that destroys public trust.
Because you do know. What do you mean security?
What I'm saying is, right,
Well,
I fly
can you
drones
see how
over...
it looks to me, all right?
If you've never
Because
seen anything...
We all do... No, you're not listening to me. Because we all do...
You're not going to get a word in, are you?
different roles.
Go on, you have yours,
okay?
mate.
So it's a counter-terrorist site for custody.
Right, so you've got custody here.
Pardon?
You got custody here.
I
didn't even know that.
I'm saying, yeah, well, I'm telling
Right.
you, it's a,
On the camera, I was saying, I can't see a custody suite.
yeah.
Maybe they have one, I don't know.
you see those windows there?
Right, got you.
On the bottom.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
So,
Yeah.
it's a CT site. All right, mate, I've worked here for 25 years. I've never seen anybody fly a drone over here.
Have you never?
And I've never
It's
seen...
quite a common thing.
Not challenge.
They may have. It's a common thing these days. People do it.
Not when there's private vehicles parked out there, okay? Some of us...
Yeah, I'm not interested in that.
Have to have well, I don't know what you're videoing.
Somebody
or
could
what
film
you're
here,
interested in.
you're coming out. It's the same
Exactly.
thing, isn't it?
And we'll challenge them as well.
Well, fair enough.
But when it's up and over there, I literally just got out of my car and I've got a drone overhead.
I stayed high enough. It's a wide lens. It won't catch
mate,
you.
I'm not-
I'm trying to allay your concern.
I know.
You genuinely seem concerned.
But I genuinely don't know who you are.
The encounter begins with security attempting to rationalize the situation, insisting the auditor's actions don't make sense and suggesting he must be confused or misinformed. They then escalate the concern by claiming the area is a counter-terrorism site, an assertion offered without any actual legal basis. The auditor calmly counters, noting that they've worked there for years and have never seen an issue with drones in the area. Security shifts focus to private vehicles and vague worries, But the auditor again explains that the drone is flying high, within legal limits, and is a common, lawful practice. Their concern quickly boils down to not knowing who the auditor is, a point the auditor correctly dismisses. Identity is irrelevant. UK law does not require someone to disclose personal details simply for operating a drone legally.
On emergency sites, police, all sorts.
Yeah.
Not from around the area. Drove past and thought, you know what? I haven't done that one before. Let's do that one.
Right.
I take aerial shots of buildings. Now that building from here doesn't look that big. From above, it's massive.
Yeah.
It's interesting for people.
But because,
that's it, mate.
Because I don't know who you are.
But that doesn't mean you're entitled to my idea and stuff.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does, because you've committed an offence flying that over private property.
What offence?
Eh?
You're wrong, my friend. What offence? If I was committed an offence doing that, I would not do it.
It's a CT site. So under certain legislation...
The sergeant then shifts his argument again, this time fixating on the visibility of private vehicles, an issue that has nothing to do with the situation. The auditor isn't filming personal cars, and he makes that clear. Yet the sergeant persists, claiming he doesn't understand the auditor's motives or identity, as if that somehow justifies intervention. It doesn't. Here's the reality. Under UK law, filming from public airspace does not require anyone to explain their intentions or disclose their identity. Police cannot demand personal details simply because they feel uncertain, uncomfortable, or out of their depth. Understanding the auditor's motives is not a legal requirement. It's not the auditor's responsibility to comfort confused officers. It's the police's responsibility to know the law and apply it correctly, not stretch it to fit their own discomfort.
One thing on my I don't have to do this, but I want to allay your concern, and I don't want you guys to be doing something like seizing the drone that you shouldn't do.
Seize your drone. We just I just want to know who you are. I could be talking to somebody who's wanted.
But I'm not going to give you that,
who's
mate.
got criminal offences.
How is that going to? Okay. How would taking someone's ID allay your concern unless they are like a terrorist?
If you're working for an organised crime gang,
right,
you could be selling details of private cars that belong to officers, because we have a lot of problems.
How would you know that for taking my details unless I'm some known person that's done it before?
Well, exactly, but we don't know who you are.
This here,
which is why these officers are going to take your details.
This here, no, drone assist.
They are.
There's your police station there.
Yeah.
That's a yellow zone. If I click it, this is CAA. Ground Hazard Police Station, right? Regions where operate your drone.
Show me your YouTube video or whatever then.
Sergeant keeps pushing, claiming that not knowing the auditor's identity somehow entitles him to demand ID. Legally, that's completely false. An officer's discomfort or uncertainty does not create a power to compel identification. Still, he doubles down, suggesting the drone's flight infringes on private property and vaguely tossing out references to counterterrorism laws, without quoting a single statute or explaining how any of it applies. This isn't just poor policing, it's reckless. If an officer is going to invoke legal authority, they must cite the correct legislation and explain its relevance. Instead, he relies on vague, intimidating buzzword to pressure a lawful drone operator into compliance. That isn't legitimate law enforcement. It's an abuse of power.
I will, without showing you my channel. Sorry?
Well, mate, I'm not going to start following you.
Right. There's my channel. All right. Okay. That's what I do. Okay. I don't want to give you the channel because people complain.
I've just flicked through something there, or you just flicked through something there.
Right.
Mate,
one more time.
I don't know who you are.
I don't have to do this, but I'm trying to allay your concern so that you don't do something you shouldn't do, which is one, take details, or two, seize the drone, right?
Take details. Anybody we suspect of committing an offence, we can take
I haven't
details.
committed an offence. It's not an offence to fly over anything unless it's a prison or an airport, in which case it is an offence and I wouldn't do that, right? So,
can you see how we get jumpy about people going over? I do a covert role.
Come out, ask me what I'm doing.
And I've
That's
driven my private car past you. And I have not got a clue who you are. You've just filmed my registration number. I can guarantee on your drone.
No, it's too high. It's too high.
Well, let's have a look.
It's a zoomed out camera. Anyway.
Show me.
The sergeant escalates further, throwing out increasingly baseless accusations, suggesting the auditor might be tied to organized crime or gathering vehicle data, without a shred of reasonable suspicion. Police powers must be grounded in concrete, lawful justification, not wild speculation triggered by someone legally flying a drone. Despite the auditor openly providing his flight data and clearly demonstrating he is operating within the law, the sergeant dismisses it and continues to demand ID without any legitimate authority. This is exactly how public trust in policing collapses, When law-abiding citizens are treated like criminals simply because an officer misunderstands, dislikes, or feels threatened by perfectly lawful behavior.
I'm only showing it you.
Yeah.
I can't, it's on the memory card. I'm only showing you this so that you don't, one, seize the drone, or two, take my details without me wanting to give them. Or obliged to give them. I don't want that to happen. I want you to go, you know what, we're happy.
What are you afraid of?
It's the point.
Eh?
It's the point.
You're
You're not entitled to them unless I commit an offence. So if I give them to you, I'm giving away my right, my right to remain private, right?
But,
Makes sense?
No, but by flying a drone over private police property and private yard, then we're entitled to ask for your details.
It may raise your concern. You can come out and ask me, question me. You've been doing this job how long? A long time, right?
27 and a half years.
So by talking to me and questioning me, you're probably going to get a good idea as to intentions.
I can tell by talking to you.
Right.
You seem like a decent guy.
There we go. And that's it.
I'm sure you haven't got, but I don't know you.
But you have to leave it at that. You can't be demanding details just because you want to put that little bit of paranoia extra to bed. You can't do that, mate. And you know you can't.
At this point, the sergeant's pressure becomes so intense that the auditor feels forced to reveal his YouTube channel simply to prevent the officers from unlawfully seizing his drone or demanding personal details. This isn't genuine cooperation. It's compliance under duress. When someone who has committed no offense is pushed into surrendering private information just to avoid illegal police action, policing has already failed. No one should ever be pressured into compromising their privacy or disclosing personal platforms merely because officers threaten consequences they have no lawful authority to enforce.
You know you can't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we
You know you can't. Anyway, that's my channel. There's my videos. All right. I did a police one the other day. Look, there it is. Yeah. We have rules on drones in Wales, right? That's my video. Okay.
Right.
That's all I'm going to give you.
You probably know more about drone legislation than I do.
Go on.
So I don't know.
Let me just check I'm still recording, mate. Go on.
No, crack on. No, I said
Just in case something happens, I want to make sure I've got it as well.
I've got other stuff to do. Can you just let me through the gate? Because I've left my card in the car.
Nice meeting you, Sergeant.
And you. All right.
I hope I've allayed your concern a little
don't
bit.
fly it over again. All right. You've got your footage.
I have to be fair, but
Yeah.
it's allowed to happen, mate. I get that you're going to have you've done the right thing.
Yeah. Well, of course, because.
But I think your original approach was a little bit aggressive.
What?
A little bit aggressive to begin with.
Oh no, get the bloody thing down, mate. It's over private property.
But it can go back over, can't it? So it can go back over. I'm not going to.
I've warned you not to.
I'm not going to.
Take your drone. So.
But I can legally go
I'll seize your
over.
drone.
I'm finished.
I'll go and get my uniform and I'll seize your drone.
No, but for what reason would you do that?
Let's be blunt. After nearly 3 decades in policing, it's downright embarrassing that the auditor has to teach this sergeant the most basic principles of law enforcement. Real policing isn't about making baseless demands or inventing threats out of paranoia. It's about evaluating facts, asking logical questions, and protecting the rights officers are sworn to uphold. Yet here stands the sergeant, insisting on IDs simply because he feels uncomfortable, displaying a startling lack of legal understanding and an even greater disregard for civil liberties. After 27 years on the job, he still believes his own paranoia justifies harassment, and that is nowhere near good enough.
Average Joe.
Are you willing to give your name?
No.
No?
It's obvious, right?
Right.
No.
In that case,
I
have
don't
you
have
got
to.
any reason to be here right now?
No, but I'm free to be here.
Okay.
You are. Obviously, like I said, I've asked my sergeant if she can speak to a drone expert. Cause I'm close.
Yeah.
And I think she said something along the lines of you have to drone license. I'm assuming, is it going to be one of them drones that like over a certain weight limit you have to have a license? And
You have to have an operator ID. You've been very nice and civil.
Yeah.
Your sergeant hasn't.
You got that operator ID on you?
There it is.
Okay.
Okay. Your body comes on.
Say that
Yeah, my body
belongs to you.
yeah.
So obviously I've folded it so you can't read the complete thing on your camera.
Yeah.
All I have to do is let you know I've got one.
Okay.
I've got one. All right.
So how's that linked to you then, mate?
What do you mean?
How's that drone operator ID linked to you?
It doesn't have to be linked to me.
Does it not?
No.
Okay.
The owner of the drone.
Yeah, drone was a bit baffling. I don't really know much.
Operator ID has to be linked to the owner of the drone, I think. And the flyer ID is obviously my thing. I am the owner of the drone.
Watch how the sergeant storms off, threatening to seize the drone if the auditor dares to fly it again. Yet when asked to provide the legal basis for that threat, he simply ignores the question and walks away. This isn't just disrespectful, it's dangerous policing. The sergeant is openly threatening to confiscate personal property with no lawful justification, acting solely out of irritation at being challenged. His refusal to answer a legitimate question isn't mere unprofessionalism. It's a deliberate attempt to intimidate someone who is fully within their rights. Good policing requires clarity, accountability, and respect for citizens' freedoms, especially, when those freedoms are exercised confidently.
Got proof that that is linked to you?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Don't need it.
Fair enough.
If I suspect you of an offence,
Yes.
you have to give me your operator ID.
If it's flyer related,
Oh, flying
yes.
related. So if you just punch someone, that's not flying related to you.
But then I have to give you my normal details, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Same with flyer ID. If you suspect I've committed an offence with the drone, I have to give you the flyer ID.
Okay.
Because that essentially will link you to my
So
name.
flyer ID might simple like an operator.
I think operator ID is the owner of the drone, so you could own that drone,
But you
I could fly it.
Oh, okay.
I need a flyer ID to be allowed to fly a drone.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, you can edit that if you want.
How you doing, all right?
Hello, mate. You're right.
What's your name?
DJ.
DJ. How you
DJ.
doing? You all right?
What's your name?
Sean.
Sergeant.
No, PC.
Sergeant PC.
PC from the Road Policing Unit, but obviously we fly drones as
What's
well.
your number? PC.
4783.
Thank you, man.
Are you doing all right?
Yeah, can I help you at all?
Have you got your drone with you?
I've showed it to him.
Have you?
I've shown him that I've got the operator ID.
Excellent. What model are you flying?
What model?
Yeah, what is it?
DJI.
Yeah, which one?
Why?
Mavic 2 Mini.
Why?
Because of the size and the weight, and then
Right.
maximum permitted takeoff mass
I'll
determined.
tell you what I'll do.
Applications.
As you're the drone officer,
Go on.
I'll just show it you.
Yeah, nice one. Oh, the Mini.
Under UK law, specifically the regulations set by the Civil Aviation Authority, CAA, any drone equipped with a camera, regardless of weight, must display a valid operator ID, which identifies the person legally responsible for the drone, not necessarily the pilot flying it at that moment. This means the drone must show an operator ID, but there is no requirement for it to reveal or link to the pilot's personal identity during a specific flight. For drones weighing 250 grams or more, the pilot must also hold a flyer ID obtained by completing an online theory test. For sub-250G drones with a camera, an operator ID is still legally required, while a flyer ID is optional, recommended for safety but not mandated by law.
Excellent, all right.
And have you checked your NOTAMs this morning before your flight?
Oh, what, sorry?
NOTAMs.
No.
Any reason why?
No. Don't check it every day.
You don't check it every day. You should check it before every flight.
Really?
Yeah. What do you use? Do you use NOTAMs or not?
No, I use Drone Assist.
Okay, so it will pull it from NOTAMs. And when you're flying, do you...
When you say, hold on, do you mean, have I checked where I'm flying?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, no, I checked before I travelled
So
up.
Drone Assist will take any warnings or hazards from NOTAMs.
No,
As well.
The word you used, I didn't know what the word meant.
Yeah.
Before I travelled, I checked the area. So I've travelled quite far today.
Where do you come from?
I didn't want to travel up.
Yeah.
I get here, and I'm like, oh, I can't fly here.
When the drone officer arrives, the tone immediately shifts from the hostility shown by the sergeant earlier. This officer approaches calmly and professionally, simply asking about the type of drone being flown. The auditor explains it is a DJI Mini, which is significant because, at under 250G, it falls into the lowest risk category under UK drone laws. As long as it is flown responsibly, within visual line of sight, below 120 m altitude, and away from uninvolved people, it is fully legal to operate, even over built-up areas or private property. The only legal requirement is a valid operator ID, which the auditor had already displayed.
Presume, don't they, that...
Exactly, because they think you own that land, it goes upwards like that, and you own everything above it as well, but you don't. And people don't get that, and that's what confrontation you get a lot of times from people coming from private companies. Why are you flown over our yard? It's got lots of stock in it. Well, you don't stop a helicopter flying over, you don't stop a British Airways flight flying over. What's the difference from a drone flying over? Just
But
because...
his first words were, you're flying over private property. So you should educate your sergeant.
Yeah, when it came storming out, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's allowed. And that's why I want to double check first before he went, did we shouldn't.
For those unfamiliar, NOTMs, Notice to Airmen, are official alerts issued by aviation authorities to highlight temporary hazards in the airspace, such as air shows, police operations, emergency incidents, or flight restrictions near sensitive locations. In the UK, NOTMs are managed by the Civil Aviation Authority, CAA, and NATS. Drone operators must check these notifications before flying, especially in urban areas or near critical infrastructure. Using apps like Drone Assist is a reliable and widely accepted method, as it consolidates NOTAM data into a clear, user-friendly format. The auditor's process adheres perfectly to these standards. Once again, the drone officer handles the situation professionally. No pressure, no threats, just clear information and constructive dialogue.
Yeah.
Something or other, wasn't he? But
And it does say when you're flying it too, like I said to you earlier, near buildings, certain areas, it does create a security risk, but you don't commit an offence.
No.
Yes, you create.
you expect to be challenged about it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. But as long as you're legal and as long as you're doing everything that you should do, then you've got no problem, have you?
No.
There you go.
That's it, man. Nice one.
All right. Have a good day.
Damn it. Leave it to it, mate. It's
Yeah,
been
man.
nice chatting to you. Thanks
You
for being
too, mate.
informative.
You too. I'm gonna go. Have a good day, man.
This is where the drone officer truly stands out. He calmly clarifies one of the most commonly misunderstood aspects of drone law, airspace ownership. He explains that owning land does not grant ownership of the airspace above it. This officer exemplifies what professional policing should look like: fact-based, informed, and free from ego. There's no paranoia, no emotional overreaction, and no misuse of authority. He sticks to the law, communicates it clearly, and manages the situation with complete professionalism. Instead of escalating tensions, he brings clarity, corrects misconceptions, and prevents unnecessary conflict. The contrast with the earlier sergeant, who relied on gut feelings rather than legal knowledge, is striking.